Okay, I have to tell you something before we even start today's episode. Yesterday, I made a plan for my weekend that fell apart in less than 2 hours. 2 hours! So if you've ever made big weekend plans and then nothing happened the way you expected, stick around because today's episode is exactly about that.
Oh no, what happened? But wait, before we get into your disaster story, let's say hello to everyone joining us. Hi everyone, welcome back to Joobira Zone. Grab your coffee, your tea, whatever you're drinking right now, and let's dive into today's topic.
So today we're talking about weekend plans, how to talk about them, how to make them, and honestly, how they sometimes fall apart, just like mine did.
Okay, now you have to tell us, what happened with your plan?
So I told my friend, let's meet up on Saturday morning and go hiking. I was so excited. I even bought new hiking shoes for it.
Nice, new shoes, that's commitment.
Right? But then Saturday morning came and it was raining so hard I couldn't even see the street from my window.
Oh no, that's terrible timing.
Exactly. So instead of hiking, we ended up just staying inside and watching movies all day, which honestly wasn't a bad plan B.
That happens to me all the time. Actually, let's use this as our first example. If you want to talk about weekend plans in English, you can say things like, I'm planning to go hiking this weekend, or we're thinking about doing something outdoors. Notice how we use planning to or thinking about when the plan isn't 100% certain yet.
That's a really good point. And if the plan does change, you can say, our plans fell through because of the rain, or we had to change our plans last minute.
I love that phrase, fell through. It's such a natural way to say a plan didn't happen.
It really is. Okay, your turn now. Tell me about your weekend plans. What do you usually do?
Honestly, my weekends are pretty simple. I like sleeping in on Saturday mornings, no alarms, nothing. Then in the afternoon, I usually go grocery shopping and maybe meet a friend for coffee.
That sounds relaxing.
It is, but Sundays are different for me. I try to prepare for the week ahead. I clean my apartment, do laundry, sometimes meal prep if I'm feeling motivated.
Meal prep. Wow, look at you being productive.
Well, sometimes. Other Sundays, I just lie on the couch and watch a whole series in one sitting.
That's called a Netflix binge, right? Should we teach that phrase?
Yes, definitely. If you spend hours watching a show without stopping, you can say, I binge-watched the whole season. It's super common in everyday English.
Great phrase. Okay, let's practice making plans together like we're actually talking to a friend. I'll start. Hey, Maya, do you have any plans this weekend?
Not really. Why? Do you have something in mind?
Yeah, actually. A few of us are thinking about having a barbecue on Saturday evening. Are you interested?
That sounds fun. What time should I come?
Let's say around 6. Does that work for you?
Perfect. I'll be there. Should I bring anything?
Maybe some drinks or a dessert if you don't mind.
Sure, I could bring some drinks. Sounds like a plan.
See? That's a really natural conversation. Notice the useful phrases here. Do you have any plans? Are you interested? Does that work for you? And sounds like a plan.
Those are gold. I'd also add I'm down for that, which is a more casual way to say I want to join.
Oh yes, that's very common with younger speakers too. Like, barbecue on Saturday? I'm so down for that.
Exactly. Okay, now let's talk about a different kind of weekend, the lazy weekend. Sometimes people don't want to do anything at all, and that's completely okay too.
Honestly, those are my favorite weekends. What do you usually say when you have no plans?
I'd say something like, I'm just going to relax and do nothing this weekend, or I don't have anything planned, I just want to recharge.
Recharge is such a good word for that. Like your phone battery, right? You need time to charge up again.
Exactly. That's a great way to remember it. Life gets busy, and sometimes doing nothing is actually the best plan.
True. Now here's a fun fact for everyone listening. Did you know that in some countries, people plan their weekends days or even weeks in advance? But in other cultures, plans are much more spontaneous, decided the same day or even the same hour.
That's so true. Where I grew up, people often just call each other last minute and say, hey, want to hang out today? No big planning involved.
Same here, honestly. I think it depends a lot on personality, too. Some people love organizing everything, and others prefer to just go with the flow.
Speaking of going with the flow, that's another great phrase. If you don't like making strict plans, you can say, I like to go with the flow, meaning you decide things as they happen.
I love that expression. Okay, let's do a quick listening challenge for everyone listening. I'm going to describe a weekend, and you try to guess if it's a busy weekend or a relaxing weekend. Ready, Maya?
Ready.
Okay, I woke up at 10, made pancakes, read a book on the balcony, and took a long nap in the afternoon.
That's definitely a relaxing weekend. No stress there at all.
Correct. Your turn. Give me one.
Okay, I had brunch with friends at 9, went to a farmer's market, attended a birthday party, and then went dancing at night.
Wow, that's a busy weekend. You'd need a nap after all that.
Yeah, exactly. See, everyone, this is a fun way to practice describing your own weekends, too. Try making your own sentences and see if your friends can guess.
I love that idea. All right, before we continue, I just want to remind everyone, if you're enjoying this episode, please hit that like button and subscribe to Joobira Zone. It really helps us keep making these episodes for you.
Yes, and if you have friends who are learning English too, share this episode with them. Learning together is always more fun.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about weekend plans with family now because that's a huge part of many people's weekends.
Right, for a lot of people, weekends mean family time, maybe visiting parents, having a big family lunch, or taking the kids somewhere fun.
My family usually does a big lunch on Sundays. Everyone comes together, we eat way too much food, and then we all fall asleep on the couch afterwards.
That sounds like my family too. Big Sunday lunches are basically universal.
They really are. If you want to talk about that in English, you could say, we have a family gathering every Sunday, or I spend most of my weekend with my family.
And if someone asks what you're doing this weekend, you could simply say, nothing much, just family time. Simple, natural, and very common.
I like that. Okay, let's finish with something practical. Let's imagine you're inviting someone to do something this weekend, but you're not sure if they're free. How would you ask that politely?
You could say something like, I was wondering if you're free this weekend, or would you be interested in doing something on Saturday?
Great examples. And if you want to be even more casual, you could just text, free this weekend? Let's hang out.
Short, simple, effective. That's exactly how native speakers actually text each other.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, that brings us close to the end of today's episode. Let's do a quick recap of what we learned. We talked about making plans, canceling plans, describing relaxing weekends, describing busy weekends, and even how to text someone casually about hanging out.
We also learned some great phrases like fell through, go with the flow, I'm down for that, and recharge. Lots of useful vocabulary today.
Now here's a question for you, our listener. What's your ideal weekend? Busy and full of activities or relaxing and slow? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read your answers.
Yes, please share your weekend stories with us, whether it's a hiking trip that got ruined by rain, like Thomas's, or a peaceful Sunday with pancakes and books. We want to hear it all.
And if this episode helped you learn something new today, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode of Joobira Zone. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
Go out there, make some weekend plans, or don't make any plans at all. That's okay too. Whatever you choose, we hope your weekend is amazing.
See you next time. Take care and keep practicing your English every single day.